Welcome to another Bahamas Educational Express video. And today our topic is on geography, and our lesson is the hemisphere and lines of longitude and latitude. Lines of longitude and latitude. You will define the terms longitude and latitude, locate the lines that divide the Earth into hemisphere, name the hemisphere in which the Bahamas is located. The Earth is divided into lots of lines called latitude and longitude. These are lines of latitude. These are lines of longitude. Lines of longitude. The lines that run north and south on a map or globe are the lines of longitude. Each line runs from the North Pole to the South Pole. Lines of latitude. These lines that run east and west are the lines of latitude. Lines of latitude are called parallel lines. This is because they are parallel or always the same distance from each other. Lines of longitude runs from north and south. Lines of latitude runs from east to west. The lines measure the distance in degree that is 0. Latitude and longitude. Where is 0°? The equator is 0° latitude. It is an imaginary belt that runs halfway or midway between the North and the South Pole. The equator. The prime meridian is 0° longitude. This imaginary line runs through the United Kingdom, France, Spain, Western Africa, and Antarctica. This is the world's map. Here we have the equator. Here we have the prime meridian, 0 degrees. Here we have the oceans. We have oceans in the Western Hemisphere. We have the Atlantic Ocean in the Southern Hemisphere and the Northern Hemisphere. The Pacific Ocean is also in the Northern and the Southern Hemisphere. The Indian Ocean is in the Southern Hemisphere. The Pacific has oceans in the Northern and the Southern Hemisphere. The Arctic Ocean is in the Northern Hemisphere, and the Antarctic Ocean is in the Southern Hemisphere. We have our continents: South America, North America, Africa, Europe, Asia, Australia, and Antarctica. There are 7 continents. Hemispheres. By using the equator and the prime meridian, we can divide the world into four hemispheres: north, south, east, and west. Let's look at them. First, we're going to look at the western and the eastern hemisphere. Now, do you recall which line divides the earth into two so that we can have western and eastern? Yes, it is the prime meridian that divides the world into two. So we have the western hemisphere and the eastern hemisphere. Now we are going to look at the northern and the southern hemisphere. Which line divide the earth into half? Yes, it's the equator. The equator divides the world into two halves, and we have the northern and the southern hemispheres. Here we have the parallel lines again, which are the lines of latitude, are the parallel lines. And then we have the prime meridian, and those are lines of longitude. This is a map of the Bahamas with the grids, and we will be studying that in the next lesson. So I hope you will learn something about longitude, latitude, and hemispheres.